Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time we're going to go over to ESPN, and the article writer is Don Van NATTA JR. And sources say the U.S. State's Attorney's Office is investigating Commanders over alleged financial improprieties. The U.S. State's Attorney in the Eastern District of Virginia has opened a criminal investigation into allegations that the Washington Commanders engaged in financial improprieties. Two sources familiar with the matter confirmed to ESPN on Wednesday. The sources that said prosecutors are focused on several areas and that the inquiry was triggered by a letter the House Committee on Oversight and Reform sent to the Federal Trade Commission, several attorney generals, in April that alleged deceptive business practices. Attorneys general in Virginia and Washington, D.C. also are investigating allegations of impropriety. Team Sports' Gene Medina did not immediately comment, but provided a statement from attorney John Browning, I apologize if I mispronounce his name, of Holland and Knight, who represents the Commanders. The statement goes as follows. It is not surprising that ESPN is publishing more falsehoods based solely on anonymous sources. Given today's announcement, the statement said, "We are confident that after the agencies have had a chance to review the documents and complete their work, they will come to the same conclusion as the team's internal review, that these allegations are simply untrue." Asked Wednesday whether the league is aware of the federal criminal investigation, NFL spokesperson Brian McCarthy said, "We decline to comment." The NFL in April engaged former SEC chair Mary Jo White to look into this matter. McCarthy said the review is ongoing. White is leading the NFL's second investigation into matters involving alleged sexual misconduct in Snyder's organization, including the owner's own alleged sexual assault of a woman on a plane in April of 2009. It's not clear when White will wrap up. The first investigation led Beth Wilkinson results in a $10 million fine and a suspension for Snyder, but produced no written report. The U.S. Attorney's Office and the FTC both declined to comment. The House Committee said in its letter to the FTC that it has found evidence of deceptive business practices over the span of more than a decade, including withholding ticket revenue from visiting teams and refundable deposits from fans. The committee outlined through the testimony of former employees and access to emails and documents a pattern of financial impropriety by owner Dan Snyder and team executives. At one point in 2016, the team retained up to $5 million from 2,000 season ticket holders while also concealing shareable revenue from the league, according to the committee. One former employee testified before Congress saying that the team had two separate financial books. One was underreported ticket revenue that went to the NFL, and the full complete picture, according to the testimony. Snyder was aware of the numbers shared with the league while also being privy to the actual data. The business practice was known as juice inside Washington front office. According to other testimony, financial misconduct includes making it intentionally difficult for season ticket holders to recruit refundable deposit money, counting some of those leftover funds as a different kind of revenue that doesn't need to be shared with the league, and shifting money from ticket sales to the NFL games to other events at the FedEx Field as a way of hiding the money from the league. The committee in the letter shared spreadsheets data showing evidence of deposits that were not returned, citing emails and testimonies of Jason Friedman, a longtime vice president of sales and customer service. The letter said ticket sales from Washington games were shifted to a 2013 Kenny Chinsley, I apologize for mispronouncing the name, concert in a 2014 Naval Notre Dame college football game as a way to juice revenue and keep it off the books, shared with the NFL. The Washington Commanders have fully cooperated with the federal and state investigation since the House Oversight Review Committee sent its letter to the FTC on April 12, 2022, now nearly 7 months ago. The statement from Brownlee said, "The team has produced tens of thousands of records in response to the request. The investigators, which ESPN's anonymous sources have mischaracterized, are premised on the same baseless allegations made by the disgruntled former employee Jason Friedman, who is also represented by the law firm Kratz Bank." Also on Wednesday, Dan and Tanya Snyder announced that they have hired Bank of America Securities to explore potential transactions involving the team. It is not clear what those transactions might be, whether it was the sale of the team or they are pursuing minority partners. Okay, and that is it for this article. Apparently there's a lot going on with the Washington Commanders. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this story, so I just decided to put it up on there on my channel. You know, I mean, it's another form of sports. It could potentially impact the residents that support the team, the people that support the team. There has been talks about they potentially buying the team. I know Byron Allen yesterday put in his bid to buy the team. So, I mean, it's a lot of moving parts in this story, and it's a lot of moving parts in the investigation. Apparently, they have state and local people looking into it, things that have happened spread over the decades, misconduct, and, you know, just hiding money from the NFL, and I can understand why the NFL and other people do not want to comment at this time, because for one, the investigation is still ongoing, and also they don't want to say anything that would, I'm assuming they wouldn't want to say anything that would go for or against the current situation that's going on, so that's totally understandable, but yeah, it's just a really bad deal, especially if the team gets sold. The question would be, will they stay where they're located at, or will they be moved, totally revamped? Who knows? But I would definitely love to hear what you have to say about this in the comment section, so meet me there, and we can chit-chat about that. And I also want to take this time to say thank you so much. I do appreciate your support and you watching this video. And I will get with you in the next one.